And now this week's Behind the Biz report, how a local graphics company is becoming a major player in the look and feel of several well-known restaurants. Yolanda Vasquez explains.
Ever wonder who designs the menus that you read at restaurants or some of the signage that you see on the walls? Well, there's a local company here in Maryland that can take your restaurant concept from idea to installation. Joining me now is Jeff McCabe. He is the owner of Total Image Graphics. Always a pleasure to see you.
It's a pleasure.
What a wonderful display that you have here. You told me most of these displays that we're looking back at right now are for trade shows, but this is something that you're very actively involved in. How did you get involved doing designs for restaurants?
Well, I have a passion for commercial design and restaurants and nightclubs as well, and I just kind of meshed the two together and been doing it ever since. I like building the restaurants and making them look great, but not necessarily running them. I just, let them do that, walk away, and
and just do the beginning parts of it.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about how it all works, because you do a wide variety of things. I mean, it's not just the menus.
No.
You do the whole kit and caboodle.
Right.
Tell me the variety of services that you provide for
well, a client can come to us with an idea in mind, and we turn that idea from the name, the taglines, the logo, the colors, from what they have in their head, we turn it into reality. So, and anything their customers may see, whether it's a website or it's the menus that they carry home or the interior design of the whole entire place, the flow of the kitchen, the flow of the customers and everything, we design.
When you say we design, you've got a whole army of people back there, right? Talk to me about what the guys back there are doing.
We have a creative team of a bunch of graphic designers. We have interior designers. We have web designers. We have installation people, fabricators. We have machines that actually fabricate a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, talk to me about that. You've got
a lot of these pieces are, not only do we design it, but we also have machines that cut these letters out, do prints on different substrates. We can print on wood. We can print on metal, plastics.
Is this wood that you printed on?
No, it's not. This is actually a PVC material that we printed on here.
Looks like it could be wood.
Yeah, we printed the wood.
Right. So, and then in addition to that, you do website design.
Website design as well, yes.
Yeah, and that's something where you come up with the idea for the website and then also help them maintain it, you were telling me earlier?
Yes, we create a contact management system so they can maintain it themselves without losing the integrity of the look of the site. So they can go in and change the stuff they need to change, and we bring the brand, we keep the brand intact.
We should also mention that you're one of the co-owners of Tahina's restaurant, the Mediterranean Grill, and we're looking at a 3D image right now. Describe for me what we're looking at and why this is so important in developing a restaurant.
Yeah, it's important to do the way we do it is in 3D, because when we design a space, every seat counts in a space. If you do the math, if you spend, if it's an average $10 ticket, and you turn that seat over 4 times a day, that chair is actually worth about $15,000 at the end of the year. So if we fit more seats into a space, obviously the revenues is much more. So what we do that's different than a lot of other companies do, is we'll take a chair and we'll render a specific chair for that interior, or table maybe, and we'll render it in one program, we'll put it into another program in 3D so that you can actually have a virtual tour of how it feels before you spend a dime on construction or anything else. You make all your mistakes in the 3D world first.
Yeah,
and,
that's a whole heck of a lot cheaper than trying to do it after the fact, trying to fix the mistakes.
Yeah, it's the only way we do it. We can't do it any other way.
How do you go about differentiating everything? Because when I'm looking at a lot of the places, I mean, you do, what, 99% of your business you said is retail, retail meaning, food, restaurants, and so on and so forth. How do you go about differentiating a Little Tony's from a Wing Hub, from a Growl's?
Well, I mean, a lot of it comes from the client. We go back and forth with the client. When we create a logo, that kind of depicts where we go from there. So the colors are pulled out of the logo, and the feel, if they want an urban feel versus, another type of feel, that really differentiates all the restaurants.
Okay, and you think this might be something you'll do for other companies? Because I know, you're big in the restaurant
Yeah, I mean,
industry.
we chose restaurants. I have a niche in restaurants, been in the business forever. I have a lot of contacts in this business. But if we can do restaurants, we can do anything. There's no question. Any retail stores, any type of design there is.
This has brought a whole new perspective to me. I will never look at a restaurant the same way. When I see what those guys are doing in the back, the facilities that you have on the side with all the equipment, it really changes your whole perspective of a restaurant.
A lot of these independent operators, they need a competitive edge to compete with these big guys. I do design and work for chains, national chains, as well as these mom and pop independent operators, and they need to look just as good as as the big boys do.
Make it look like they spent the money without having really going broke.
That's true.
Well, Jeff, you do a fantastic job with tahinas as well. Pleasure speaking with you. We appreciate that. And if you'd like to find out more information about Total Image Graphics, just log on to our website at MPT.org, and you guessed it, click on Your Money in Business. All right, Jeff, that'll wrap it up here from Owings Mills. I'm going to toss it back to you in the studio.